What's going on, everybody? It's Bulls Nation Station back at it again with another one. And the official preseason schedule has dropped. Yes, sir, it has dropped. We know who we're going to be playing to start off. Now we can kind of look at all the different rosters and analyze, the challenges that we'll have coming up for the preseason, even though we still don't know the rotation and things like that. So I'm going to get into it a little bit. But before I get into it, I want you guys to subscribe to my page as I keep you guys updated with the Bulls content, the Bulls rumors, the Bulls news, everything Bulls. And definitely hit that bell so you can get updated with everything I got going on as soon as it drops. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So the first team that we'll be playing in the preseason will be on October 4th, and that will be the New Orleans Pelicans. And that'll be a very cool and exciting game to see. First off, this is preseason, so it won't be the same intensity as a normal NBA game, but it will still be fun to see. But with us looking into these preseason games, we want to see more so how our team is compared to the other team. How will we respond to these teams? And so, yeah, I'm going to take a look into it. The Pelicans, I feel like they're going to have a very, very good season this upcoming year. I feel like they're going to be better. They surprised a lot of people last season, made it to the playoffs out of the play-in tournament. They won a couple games against the Phoenix Suns, who's a really good team. And they did all of this without Zion. Now, Zion, he's going to be coming back this upcoming season. And he looks to be in very good shape, better shape than he has been in the past couple years. So that might bode well for the Pelicans. They still got Brandon Ingram. He was playing at a super all-star level in the playoffs. You still got CJ McCollum, who's a very good player. And they got a lot of role players. That rookie, the rookie they had, the defense he played, he could have made all the defensive first team. That's how good of a defensive player he was. So, definitely that would be interesting to see. And that is also, our player Lonzo Ball's former team. So, even though he wasn't claiming, he's always going to have an edge against these Pelicans just because of the way he was kind of into his career with the Pelicans, and the way the management feels about him and the way he feels about management. So, hopefully Lonzo will be healthy, to start the preseason. Indications have said that it's a great chance he will be. So we're just going to look forward to that and see how that goes. And so for our next preseason game, we have the Denver Nuggets. And that would be an interesting game to see because I feel like the Nuggets are going to be one of these upcoming teams in the West next season because they're finally going to be getting back to full health. And they also made a lot of good free agent signings and trades this offseason. So they're going to be a pretty tough team. Of course, they have, an all-time player in Nikola Jokic. And it's always fun to see when we play against him because we get to see Nikola Vucevic's game to the test because they're both good friends outside of basketball, but they're also both pretty high IQ type of players. So, I feel like they match up well pretty much against each other. But the wild card for the Nuggets will be Jamal Murray. We haven't seen him in a couple years, but he was playing at an elite level before he got hurt. So we're going to see, will he be at that level yet, or will it take him time to get back adjusted to the NBA game? And so on the Bulls end, that's a good challenge for us to see players like, Zach. Zach, he always plays really good against the Nuggets. He had some pretty good games, even while he was hurt last season. So that'll be fun to see, some young players like Ayo and Kobe going against these Nuggets. I feel like that'd be, pretty interesting to see. And at the second game, you start getting the idea of what the rotation will look like a little more. It's not fully done or set, but it's kind of, trending towards that way. Like, okay, I'm starting to get a little idea of how Billy Donovan is going to use his rotation. So that's the biggest thing I'm looking forward to for the next game. And the following October 9th game will be against the Toronto Raptors. Yes, we have the Raptors. That's going to be fun to see. They're always fun to play against because they're like a bunch of super tall, lanky robots. Like, all of them is super tall and long. They defend, they're athletic. And then, it's always tough for the opposing team because they grind you out and they can beat you with their athleticism and also their length. And so you combine that with a couple All-Stars and Siakam and Fred VanVleet. They're a tough team. I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on them last season, but they quickly made their way into the playoffs and just showed they belong. So that's always a fun team to see. I feel like the Bulls actually played them really well. Every game we played them this season, whether we won or we lost, have been close. Some have been in the overtime and things like that. So I don't really expect nothing different. Just a nice battle, really. But I feel like this game, it's going to be a grind-out battle. But if it gets close to the end, we're not really going to see, our starters towards the end. Billy's going to, use his second, third string to close the game because that's what he typically does, in a preseason. So, maybe we get a chance to see a Marco close it out. Maybe we get a chance to see a Dalen Terry close out the game like how Ayo did last season. So, definitely looking forward to seeing that. And the final game we have is our good old friend, the Milwaukee Bucks. Yeah, I know. Clearly, we have history with this team. Not only are they in our division, but, a couple years ago, they were the reigning champions. They took out one of our players and then backed it up in the playoffs. We played them tough the first couple games, and then they kind of smacked us the last three. But, yeah, I feel like every single time we step on the same floor against the Bucks, we should play with a point to prove. I don't even care if it's preseason. We need to show them, we're not just going to be that team to get pushed around every single time. So, if we could show our improvements and just play them hard in the preseason game, that'll be fun to see. Can't really take a win, in the preseason. You always got to take it with a grain of salt. But as long as the Bulls play them tough, and stay injury-free, that's all I'm really excited to see. And, by this game, we'll know our rotation, ladies and gentlemen. This is the fourth and final game of the preseason. So the rotation we have in there on that game will be the rotation we have to start the season. So, that's my little preview of the preseason. Let me know what you guys think about it. How do you guys feel? Are you guys excited for the preseason? And do you guys think what are the battles you guys looking forward to seeing? Let me know. And I'm going to holler at you guys later. I'm out.